Hello and what is up, guys? Welcome back. Today we got a little public service announcement for all of the new players in this game, Tarkov, especially those who are trying to figure out ammo types. And the one thing I really want to say about new people coming in Escape from Tarkov, you need to understand which ammo types you're using, because some are a lot slower and they do more flash damage and they don't penetrate, or some are just meant to just penetrate armor but do less flash damage. So you kind of have to determine which rounds you would like to use and which rounds you are going to be using to kill certain people with gear or non-gear. So just today I'm going to be taking a look, or I'm going to be showing you guys the 545 rounds for the standard AK, like the AK-74U or the AK-74N. So from level 1 proper, you're not able to get these PS rounds right away. You have to complete a mission through proper, I believe, to get those PS rounds, and that's a couple missions in, so it's going to take you some time to get that, but it's not terribly far away. But the two rounds that you do start off with are the T rounds, which are the tracer, stands for T, tracer rounds, and then you have the PRS. The PRS are the police standard issue 545 rounds, and it says the PS cartridge with reduced ricochet bullet developed for needs for special forces and law enforcement. So the extra, they called it reduced ricochet. It affects the actual bullet, and it does not penetrate armor. It does good flesh damage, but it does not penetrate armor, and it's not a good round by any means. Stay away from PRS rounds. I beg you to stay away from PRS rounds. Instead, opt for the T rounds for right now. The tracer rounds, they do enough body armor damage and enough flesh damage to get you through at least until you get unlocked the PS rounds, which are better. And I will link a table. It's constantly updated, a table of ammunition and what kind of flesh damage it does, what body armor class it can penetrate, and it's a big spreadsheet of data, and it's on this website. It's very easy to use, and it's very easy to look at what rounds are the best rounds. But once you kind of graduate from this tier 1 rounds of ammunition, you're going to be wanting to look for anything that starts with a B. So BT, BP, BS, those are the body armor penetration rounds. So for example, I don't think I have any access to any any of the B rounds except for the PP. The PP rounds, so yeah, the PP, it's the PP rounds. The cartridge with a bullet with increased penetration with steel thermally strengthened core. This is gonna be your next tier 2, the PP. Granted, it's gonna take you a bit to get to level 2 reputation proper. I'm not sure that they're available right away, but what I'm gonna suggest to you guys is whenever you find an AK-74U on a map as a full mag, those are BP rounds. Those guns spawn with BP rounds in the magazine. So what I would do is I would take out those rounds and save them in your stash for later. So as you can see, I have a bunch of BP rounds that I've no doubt recently purchased, but I have gathered them over time and I'm able to use those, and those are going to be one of your best all-around ammunition to use, your rounds to use. But you can also find other like BT or BS. BS is going to be your like absolute body armor penetration round. They're not going to do much flesh. They do significantly a lot of flesh damage, but not as much as the BP rounds. Sorry, but yeah, when you start to get up to a higher level proper, I'm not even a max reputation with proper, but I've played this game long enough to understand which rounds to purchase. and I believe maybe I don't see them, but I believe you can buy BP rounds from Proper at level 3. You just gotta get them at the right time. But let me go over it again. So please, I beg you guys to stay away from PRS ammunition for the 5.45 rounds. Stick with T ammunition. Then work your way up to BP if you PP. I keep messing up. I'm sorry. Work your way up to PP. Then work your way up to the BP that you can find in magazines of AK-74Us or 74Ns. And just stash that. And then once you start getting access to these nice ammunition, you can just stick with BP and BS and maybe BT if you like that stuff. But anything else than that, I wouldn't keep. I have access to BP rounds. I wouldn't keep PP rounds, or I wouldn't keep T rounds or PS rounds. So I'm just gonna stick with the ammunition that starts with a B: BT, BP, BS. Thanks guys for listening to my kind of rant. I feel like I kill way too many new guys that come into the game that are using PRS, and I just feel really bad because I mean they probably had a fair shot to kill me, but they're using the wrong ammo type. So I just wanted to make that clear and get that out there for you guys to understand. Thanks guys.